Is China coming to the table or not?
Well, which table are you talking about? If they were coming into the ring to fight and take off the gloves and fight back, yes, they're going to be doing that. China has been fairly measured so far, and Xi Jinping essentially telling his government to remain calm until now. I think they had probably taken a little bit too many punches themselves, and finally 34% that takes effect on all U.S. goods imported into China on April 10th. So mid this week, there are a number of different export controls. They've added some defense companies to their so-called blacklist, the entity list. They are banning chicken imports from some American companies, sorghum from one American companies. Also, again, those rare earths, further restrictions on the outflow of rare earths, which China controls a large swath of them for the tech supply chain. You know, Danny was just talking about Apple. That is a good example of how these Trump tariffs do affect American companies who, after the first trade war with China, diversified to the so-called China Plus One strategy, going, Apple in particular, making iPhones and Macs and other products in India, in Thailand, in Indonesia, Vietnam, and of course Taiwan, a huge part of the tech supply chain, all of them getting sizable tariffs from the Trump administration. So it's going to be a balancing act, obviously, for China as it tries to rebalance its economy, to boost domestic consumption, to take up its excess industrial overcapacity. You have to watch what the markets are going to do today, because the markets here in Hong Kong and in China onshore were on holiday on Friday. They didn't take the brunt like the U.S. markets did on Friday. And also you have to watch the yuan. The onshore yuan, the currency, essentially weakening to its lowest level since February. And that is one concern that they could potentially, and they haven't so far, they've kept the yuan stable, they could potentially weaponize the yuan and weaken the yuan further.